Welcome to Pardon That Vine. My name is Riccobono, and this is the world's most unbiased wine review forum. And today I'm in the wine cellar at Singida with the junior sommelier named Matthew. Matthew is an expert on South African wines, and we're tasting three great ones today. We're actually tasting a Pinot Noir, believe it or not. South Africa is making some tremendous Pinots. The one we're tasting today actually got a 93 for the 07 by Wine Spectator, and then we're tasting two value Cabernets for those of us from the U.S. $35 or $40 here. They're probably.
This is a Meritage.
This is a Meritage. What's the, okay, well, we'll get to that. Okay, probably $60 to $70 in the U.S. Anyway, with that, maybe you can just give a little background on the wine cellar here and the kind of the operation, how it works, and
yeah, sure. Well, yeah, in Singida we keep all our red wines 5 years in advance down in the store, completely temperature controlled storage down in Cape Town. So we buy in bulk, we keep there for 5 years, and we bring them up. Aged wine is getting more and more difficult to get hold of because
selling out right away.
Yeah, selling out right away, and 85% of all wine bought today is drunk tomorrow. So we create a nice opportunity here at Singida that you get to try the best of South African wines.
You have about what? How many bottles would you say you have stored down in Cape Town?
We have about 25,000 bottles stored down in Cape Town, and yeah, they supply all our lodges, two here in the Sabi Sands Game Reserve, also two in the Kruger National Park Game Reserve, and 3 lodges up in Grimeti in Tanzania. Yeah.
So needless to say, it's a pretty serious wine program here in South Africa. So anyway, let's get into the wines here. Obviously, South Africa, as you know, is making some tremendous wines these days. I'm sure you guys are very excited out here. It just continues to get better every year. Scores are going up. This is, maybe you can just tell us a little bit about it. You probably pronounce it better than I do anyway.
Well, this is the Trafford Cabernet Sauvignon 2003. 2003 was a great year for us here in South Africa. Definitely the one that stood out of the decade. The Trafford is a very small family-run business. This is David Trafford and Rita Trafford. They run it together. He was actually an architect before he started making wines. Only a couple of years ago, they opened the wine farm in 1976, his father. So yeah, at the top of the label, as you can see, is actually a blueprint of his cellar. And yeah, just proves like his architect.
Alright, let's give it a smell here.
Yeah, very family-orientated, very terroir-driven. Yeah, and also very fine Cabernet in South Africa. We're very proud of it.
This is, I always like to tell them the percentages of the wine just compared to these big fruit bombs in the United States are 15, 16, it's 14.5%. Actually, I read that the Trafford is in their 06s and 07s are looking to go over that 15% and appeal more to the masses and the critics and get more of those fruit bombs, which some people aren't happy with, especially, you know, the Europeans. This already has a different nose. It's you can taste that minerality, that earthiness, you know, behind the fruit. I never spit during my wine tastings, just my
Oh, blasphemy. No, yeah, well...
It's really nice. Nice
yeah,
finish.
Quite big, full-bodied, lingering finish.
Yeah, I can still taste it. Nice mid-palate. The fruits do come out, but it's not as powerful as some of these Cabernets in California. And you can taste the blackberries, but it's not that, you know, that massive fruit, which is nice though. It's different, you know, very complex. It's kind of got that mix of European, I think, and California style. That's nice. I'm pretty sure you can get this in the United States. I can't imagine you can't.
It's very small production.
It is
like I said, family orientated. He's got 2 junior winemakers underneath him, and that's about it. That's the team, him and his family, and then a couple more.
I know they did get huge scores this year. All their wines did. They make a Shiraz, right?
Yes, very.
So
very nice,
check it out if you can. I think that's a great wine. I'd probably give it 90 points. I think this is going to last, you know, they're 8 to 10 years, which I think is great.
Yeah, a long time. There's a lot of tannins still in there. Yeah. That's a 2003.
But they integrate nicely. They don't overtake it. All right, next bottle. Here you can.
Yeah, it's quite difficult. This is the Vergelegen.
I would not have said it.
Our winemaker, Francois Rotenbach, oh sorry, not winemaker, our wine director, he actually likes to pronounce it to the Americans as Vergelegen. It's one of the oldest farms in South Africa. It was established in the 1700s, and it was actually given to the governor of the Cape as a present for his good work. And yeah, it's been carrying on, and it's consistently been one of the top wineries of South Africa.
Okay.
Yeah, this is their red blend.
And this is what year is it?
This is the 2003.
This is the 03, which was a big year here and one of the best years maybe ever, right?
Yeah, no, of the decade.
Of the
it was
decade,
a bit early on to. We're seeing how 2009 goes. Yeah, it's also proving to be quite something.
Yeah. It's 76% Cabernet, 16% Merlot, 8% Cabernet Franc.
Yeah.
Let's go this one. Yes, I'm getting that same. What do you say? What do you got?
The mineral, it's kind of pencil shavings.
I agree.
Also a bit of cigar box in there. A lot of dark fruit also come through.
Yeah, I feel like the first two descriptions are more powerful than the dark fruit.
The fruit itself, yeah.
When I got a lot more fruit on the mid palate on this one than on that one. A lot of blackberries on the mid palate. Another long finish.
There's also a bit of red fruit in there in the middle.
Yeah, no, yeah. And the thing about, I always say on the show, is that $35, $40 Cabernets in the United States, they just don't have this finish. They don't have this complexity. That's why they're truly values, and that's why I'm trying to push these South African wines back home, because this wine would sell for $75. I mean, it does. I'm still feeling it in my cheeks, which is pretty impressive for this type of price.
Yeah, it's a huge wine.
Yeah, it's an 03, still has another 8 to 10 years, you know, maybe even longer. It's a nice wine.
I tasted a 91 the other day, and I was still drinking fantastically, actually. Yeah.
Nice. All right, this one I'm very excited about. I'm not sold. I was telling Matthew that South Africa can make good Pinots. I have not had one yet. This is the Hamilton Russell Vineyards. These guys got a 93 for the 07 this year by Spectator. This is the 2004. I guess Pinots, they're starting to make some decent ones out in South Africa. Right?
Yeah, this is the first Pinot Noir maker in South Africa. Tim Hamilton Russell, who started the farms. He actually went against everyone. Everyone said he was crazy to make South African Pinot Noir. They just said it wouldn't work. And he found a nice little area called the Himmel and Arder Valley, sort of down south. On the map here, it would be not Cape Town. If you follow the coast, just behind the town of Hermanus. It's very cool climates. And yeah, it's producing some wonderful stuff.
It's a darker. It's tough to tell with the lighting, but it looks.
There's almost a ruby red there.
Yeah. Really nice noses. There was red fruits that I recognize from home. I'm getting some strawberries. Really nice nose. Powerful nose. Definitely has that burgundy influence a little bit. Some of those earthy tones, that soil, but nice fruit. It's
a lot of fruit in there. There's a lot of elegance in there. I mean, it's just really spreads to the cheeks. Long finish as well.
Taste it. I'm impressed. I have to say, I'd probably give them all about 90 points. I did like this. I like the mid palate. Maybe give this a 91. But this is a great Pinot. $44. You know, it's I don't know what it would cost in the States. I'm sure they're exporting it.
Yeah, they're exporting this one.
It is $50 or so.
It is valued as one of the top Pinot Noirs in South Africa and around the world. People value it. Yeah.
This is great. Go buy some South African Pinot Noirs. I think if you bring it to your friends, houses, they'll be impressed because this is a serious Pinot Noir. Definitely complex. A lot of different flavors coming at you. Kind of once again, I always say this, but that mix between the Burgundy and the California Pinots. Anyway, with that, Matthew, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this show, and I hope you go out and buy some South African wines. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.